Go film something different. Go by the lake and film the ducks.
So welcome to Advice with Maya. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Maya, and in today's video I am alone. As you can see, nobody else is in the room. As you guys know, I'm on vacation and I am in Texas for 2 weeks. Rosalie and I have to film videos separately for now, but stay tuned because we will be posting together, so just make sure you stay tuned. So in today's video, what I have for you guys is relationship advice because you guys have been asking me what's my best advice, and I just decided, hey, why don't I just put it in a video and do it for you guys. So let's get into the video. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. This is our life.
And I can have it all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Level up, 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 level up.
Okay guys, so the first thing about relationships is whether or not they're worth getting into. So believe it or not, I had a lot of questions about this, and in my opinion, it's if you feel ready to be in a relationship, you feel comfortable first with yourself, you feel at peace with yourself, you love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love another person? How is that person going to love you? It's very time consuming. It means you're going to be stressing out. Yes, sweetheart, yes, you are. You're gonna be stressing out like 24/7. I mean, you really are. There's no doubt about it. I mean, not like stressing about, oh, if he or she is cheating, but like just the little things. If you're ready, it depends if you're ready. It is worth getting into if you're ready. If you're not ready, then it must not be worth getting into because you don't feel it. You're not ready. You're not ready. Don't force yourself. Just because you see other people in relationships doesn't mean you have to be in one. No. The next thing about relationships that you guys asked me is to talk about cheating. So if you're my friend, or if you know me very well, or if you just know me, or if you guys watched our turn on and turn on video in a guy, then you guys would know my biggest thing that I really hate and really is a turn off for me is cheating. Cheating is never, ever, 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 ever the option or the road to go down, because you're just gonna get yourself caught. What's the point? You know, why be with the person if you're not gonna be happy? Why be miserable? If you know that you're not happy in a relationship, then why stay? Don't stay in a relationship just because you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, because cheating on them or lying to them is making the situation way worse. And we all know that it's not easy to tell the truth. Sometimes it's not easy to say, hey babe, look, I messed up, we all know it's the truth. It hurts sometimes, but it's better to know the truth and be aware than not know anything that's going on. If you care about a person, cheating would never be a thought in your head. You know, if that's the person you want to marry or have in your future, have kids with, trust and honesty and love are the 3 keys into having a healthy relationship. If you don't trust the person, you can't be in a relationship. You can't. The next thing I want to talk about relationship is if you have a crush. You want to tell your crush, like, hey, by the way, I kind of like you, but you're kind of, scared or whatever. Personally, coming from me, because I am a very, very shy person. Once you get to know me, then I'll become open, but I'm very shy in the beginning. So I guess I don't really come out to my crush, or like I don't say like, oh, hey, I like you, like that. I kind of drop hints, I guess. But here's the easiest way is just to say it off the knot. Like, don't run around the bush. Don't drop hints like me. Don't do that, because it's just gonna make you even more paranoid. Make sure that you actually care and actually like that person, and it's just not a little puppy love crush. Because if you give the person the wrong idea, and if you lead them on and they actually care about you, then you're like 2 days later you're like, I don't like Bobby anymore, I think I'm just move on to Tim. If you do that, poor Bobby's gonna be hurt. Or if you like tell Sandra I like you, and then 3 days later you go to Brittany and like, I like you, That's just it no. So make sure that it's the person you really like, and get to know them. Like I said, become their friend. Get close with them, get comfortable, make sure you feel comfortable when you're around them, not only on text, not only on FaceTime or phone calls or whatever. Make sure that you guys feel comfortable with each other, and make sure that you can actually be yourself. Don't ever change for anyone, ever, because you're beautiful in your own way, and if your crush can't see that, then oh well, it's their loss. You're pretty, you're beautiful, you're handsome, whatever, you know, whether it's it doesn't matter. You're great. You're great. I love you. I love you. Rosalie and I love you. One of the biggest turn-offs is when you make things awkward and like, oh, okay. Like, no. Spark a conversation. Ask how their day went. What are you doing? You know, do you want to hang later? How's your brother? How's your sister? How's your mom? Your dad? Your aunt? Uncle? Whatever. Ask them, get to know them. Moving on to the next thing about relationships that I want to talk about is how to come out about your past. It's a big deal depending on who you are and what you did. A lot of people don't really touch about this subject. If you have a negative past, and I'm not saying, don't take it personal. I'm not saying you're a bad person. You're still a great person, trust me. Life is like a record. Everybody has their own personal record, and once you screw up, that's going to be on your record permanently, no matter what you do. But if, let's say you're meeting a new guy, or you're meeting a new girl, whatever, and you want to let them know ahead of time, you know, look, this happened, but I promise you I moved on, I accepted it, and whether you accept it or not, I understand, and if they do, hey, they're cute and cuddly, and you should keep them, but if they don't, then, you know, it's okay, it's alright. Sometimes people just need time to think, and they'll be like, okay, I understand. You know, they won't be happy about it, but they'll understand. Some people just won't accept it at all, and they'll look at you differently. So those are the people that you have to stay away from. You have to understand that not everybody's going to accept what you've done or what you do. You don't have to tell them, like, on the first day, like, oh, hey, I did this, by the way. No. Take your time with it. Make sure this person that you're telling is very, very trustworthy. Make sure that you feel comfortable enough to tell them. The next subject that I want to talk about relationships is time. So a lot of people just nowadays just rush into a relationship and think that they're happy forever, and that's not really how it works. You have to take your time, be slow with it, be calm, be slow. You know, you guys can keep it on the low if you don't want nobody else to know. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you want to let people know. Take your time, step by step together, and you guys are going to have fun along the way. Trust me, you're going to make so many more memories by taking things slow. The next subject I want to talk about in relationships is the pettiness. Alright, so this is also another big subject for me because I'm guilty. I am guilty of being petty. I really am. Don't say anything, because I know you guys, you are guilty of being petty. But anyway, or you want to continue being in a relationship, always sit down and just talk about the problem. I know it's not always so easy, like, Maya, please, I don't know how to, I understand, but it's better when you let it out. If you guys got into an argument, don't hold a grudge the next 2 weeks. I'm not saying that you guys are going to make up overnight, but I am saying don't be petty and just walk away and just say, okay, whatever. But if they've done something or they posted something or they did something you didn't like, basically, always tell them, always let them know. Because how are they supposed to know that they did something wrong? Because sometimes people don't think that what they do is really wrong. They just think, I'm doing it, it's okay. So if you don't let them know, like, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Like when you're younger, how your mom tells you not to put your fingers in the outlet because you can get electrocuted. You wouldn't have known if your mom or dad or uncle or sister or whatever didn't tell you not to do that. You would have kept on. So it's kind of like that, just be honest and tell them that what they've done. I don't really like the fact that you did that. You know, and you can explain why. Sometimes you don't have to. They already know, like, oh, alright, I'll stop. You know. So if you guys are in a relationship together, make sure that you motivate each other into becoming something better. Or you help that person study for a test. Or you help him or her go to college. We're knowing that they have support from their partner, whether or not they've done poorly on a test, they know that you're still going to be there to help them and support them. But to sum up everything, I just want to say, being in a relationship, it's a handful, it is, but it's not all bad, it really isn't. Just be yourself, like I said, don't change for anyone, you're perfect the way you are. Be funny, don't be so serious all the time, don't take everything so personal. Don't do that, you know, you can play around, like, oh yeah, don't talk to me because I do that, but don't take it so serious, don't take it so personal, especially if you have a goofy boyfriend or a goofy girlfriend. Just learn to cope with it, because I'm a very goofy person. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to say was the I love you part. So this is very, very, very serious because I love you is a very, very strong word, and you don't ever use it unless you actually mean it. You know what I mean? Because love is very, very strong, and love isn't gonna work out for everybody. It really isn't. But you always have to have a positive mind, always think positive, you know, never think negative, because then negative things are gonna happen. But I'm not saying everything is gonna be perfect, because it really isn't. This is life, this is the world. Nothing is perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I helped you with some things. Maybe not everything, but I helped you with some things. Make sure you guys like this video, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Yes!